All right. So I was watching a podcast yesterday with Bernie Sanders and Trevor Noah. So, Bernie Sanders, senator from Vermont, Trevor Noah, the guy he used to do the Daily Show or the Late Show. I think the Daily Show. Now he's doing podcasting. So anyways, watching the show and, Bernie said something interesting. He said, so those billionaires, all they care about is more money and more power. That's the only thing that they want. And it was such an interesting thing. It doesn't really make any sense to me, because I think what billionaires really want, if we think about somebody like Elon or Jeff Bezos or whatever, is that all they really want is money and power. I think what they really want is to do more of the things that they do. What these billionaires really care about is working. They really care about creating things every day. They really care about running their business every day. That's all they care about. All they care about is the mission. All Elon cares about is getting to Mars. All Jeff Bezos cares about is, who knows, doing a million different things. I don't exactly know what he's doing, but he's doing a lot of things. And I'm no billionaire, but that's all I care about. I care about the work that I do every day. I care about creating like this every day. I care about improving our systems, our marketing systems, creating new messages, helping clients do more to reach out and get more clients and create and build businesses for themselves. Like, that's the only thing I care about. And yes, I care about money, and I care about power, and I care about having influence. But those things are byproduct of the mission. If I want to have a lot of impact, I need to have a lot of money. I need to have a lot of power if I want to have the impact. So I think there are billionaires. So at the end of the day, I mean, there's a spectrum, obviously. I can't speak for all billionaires. I don't know. But the people I can speak for are people that are business people, that are entrepreneurially minded people, and people that want to create impact in the world. And whether that impact is positive or negative is relative. The relative impact, and there's a spectrum. But when I an Bernie say all billionaires, all they want is more money and more power, it just sounds like such an immature, lame thing to say, because then that just gives people an excuse to say, yeah, fuck billionaires, fuck people with money, fuck people who work, give me that money. And for what? I mean, Bernie said, where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does this growth stop? It never stops. Doing what you love to do never stops. And they happen to be very good at what they do. Billionaires happen to be exceptional at what they do, or have exceptional situations. So it's never going to stop. But why is it that people who don't do anything think that they deserve to get from those who have done things? It doesn't have to be a billionaire. It can just be somebody who does things. Why do people who don't do anything feel like they should get from people who do stuff for free without doing anything? So I believe in equity of opportunity, equality of opportunity to do. That's what we need more of. Not handing out, not redistribution for nothing, but equity of equality of being able to do things. And that is going to take time, and it doesn't happen immediately. And I don't have all the answers, but that's the way things seem to be for me. So linking that into business, into what we do, into even content, it's the idea of mission. And I think if you have two types of missions and you combine them together, that's how you can have the most successful content. You can have the most successful business that's never going to end. And it's the personal mission and the business mission. If you have your personal mission and your business mission, putting those two together. Oh, I don't know if that's me, if that's somebody watching doing those balloons, whoever that was, thanks. But having those two things together are really, I think that's the whole key to having sustainable business. And because content is so hard. Growing your business is so hard. And unless you have a reason behind doing these things, a reason that's beyond just, I want to have a business that gives me a lifestyle. I want to create content so that I can get clients. I want to get likes. That is not going to get you very far. It's only going to get you so far. So the back of business, the back of content, the back of business, there has to be a mission. There has to be something you really want to go for. And if you don't have it, I just don't see any way for anyone to succeed for very long in any aspect of it. So for me, my main mission is to spread good ideas. And that's my life, say, personal mission, to spread good ideas. Now, the business mission is to help entrepreneurs to build an ambitious community. It's coming from my LinkedIn profile headline. Okay, have an ambitious community of dream clients that refer you like crazy and buy whatever you put out, and to embody charisma and become your market's messiah. So I have these two missions behind, and these missions, as they combine together, having the personal and the business side, I think is the most powerful combination of idea that you can have to create content, that everything should stem from there. So what I'm doing now with content is every time I want to make something, when it comes to this live, say, is I have a personal anecdote and a kind of marketing business anecdote. So this live, for example, I wanted to talk about that interview that I heard with Bernie and Noah, and then have that linked. It doesn't have to be linked, but put that also into something that has to do with marketing. Because business and social, I think that there needs to be both of these sides. There has to be the personal, like who you are. People need to be able to trust you and like you, know, like, and trust you. And that's the charisma side. And then there has to be the skill side. There's the marketing, the practical application side. How do you actually do things? What are the tools, the mindsets, tips, techniques that I can use to apply these things to the business? We got to have both of these things together. And that's the idea of the market messiah, being the kind of person that people love to learn from and enjoy just who they are. And then also someone that they can learn from, learn the skills, the techniques and mindsets necessary to create. So that's what I would encourage for you to do then is think about two of these things. What is your personal overall mission with your business that gets infused into your content? And then what is the specific, more business mission that you have that guides to how you're helping clients? Now, the personal mission doesn't have to be so enterprisey, right? It doesn't have to be so practical. The business side of the mission, that's something that's a bit more complicated. That's a bit more takes nuance and takes some salesmanship behind. And that's what we help our clients do. What is that positioning statement? How do you show that you're different and better than competition? How do you attract and target people that have intent to buy from you that aren't just tire kickers? And how do you create content that follows up with them? That's going to let them know either more about you and who you are and your ideas, or your offers and how you help them and exactly how that works. That's what our Market Messiah Intensive is all about, our messaging intensive. That is very cheap and accessible, by the way. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. Yeah, that's it.